Hello and welcome to the Spider's Web. What on earth am I doing? Well, I'm mixing some green stuff together because I've had an idea. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, but what the heck, I'm going to give it a go. So I've mixed way too much than what I need, which is usually the case, but oops, a bit more water and that's getting a bit sticky and tacky, but that looks about right now. Okay, and what we need to do is roll it into a nice long sausage, quite thin. I'm sorry for the wobbly camera, but it really can't be helped on this situation. As I say, I've mixed way too much of this, but yeah, well. Right, what I've done, and what I'm about to do, when I can pick up my little palette, which I'm having trouble doing. My fingers aren't working too well today, I'm afraid, so what I'm doing now is just snipping off little pieces of the sausage. So we only want small pieces, and with these what we're going to be doing is making little balls. Why are we making little balls? Well, this is the bit that I said I was going to try for my what you call it, me storm Talon. I have painted it, as you know, and I've just spent the day soaking part of it in Dettol to actually strip the paint off. Unfortunately, the Dettol doesn't seem to want to cover or strip the paint or the spray paint off it, but it doesn't matter. And before you say anything, I've not done it on every piece, I've just done it on two small pieces, which are the missile launchers here. Okay, so I think we've got enough to go through here, so let's show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take the missile launcher from here. Now, where does it go on the? Is it that way? Or is it that way? Looks like it's that way it goes on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these little balls, and starting at the edge, place it on. What you also need is some Vaseline, a little bit, which we're just going to touch onto the tool, and we're going to just press it down like so. Then we get another piece and again you press it down, and another piece. And we don't want these in a uniform way, we want them to be different. But we don't want them hiding any features that are in the machinery. This is supposed to be decoration, and as far as decoration goes, it's to highlight what's already there, not to, in fact that's now a little big, so knock that off and cut it and place it on there. And we're going to carry on building this up and building this up and building this up until we've not covered the whole thing, because that would just be silly. What we're doing is making dragon scales. Oops. And I do not believe that laddie is whinging. We've only just come in from a walk, but I should know better, because laddie tends to whinge quite a lot when I start doing these, because he likes being a pain. I think he just likes being a pain in the neck more than anything. Okay. Now we're going to try and just make it no different. As I say, I don't know whether this is the correct way of doing it. It's just an idea I had, and if anybody else has done this, I would like to know about it, because so I can see whether or not I've gone about this the right way. But just looking at some of the models that you can get at the, what you call it, models from Forge World, they tend to have, for the salamanders, like a dragon scale effect on them, and I thought I'd like to reproduce that here. I know at the moment it won't look much, but that's because it's just green stuff on like a black background, but hopefully when it's finished it will look the part. Yeah, so we're trying not to hide the little, well, I'm assuming, of vents there. We're not trying to hide those, we're just trying to make the flat parts a little less flat and boring to look at. But I just had the idea the other night, oops, of trying this, and I tried it on the parts where on the side of the cockpit, thinking I'd got the right position, and when I'd gone to set it up, everywhere where I did this, and I did it on the top and on the sides of the cockpit, and each place was covered up by the surrounding piece. So I can show you, I did it all on the inside of the In fact, no I didn't, I did it on there, I did it on there and on the side there, and when you put that on it's going to be covered. And I spent all that time doing it, and as soon as I'd finished and tried it I thought, oh you idiots. But then again, I'm used to that. If there's a right way and a wrong way of doing things, I tend to go the wrong way. But yeah, you just... I say, if anybody else has got any ideas for doing the scales, please let me know. If anybody's actually seen this done before, then please let me know. Because I would like to sort of like... I mean, I've not seen anyone do this, but if anybody has, I would like to sort of like put a link or a nod in their direction, even though they've not inspired me. I would like to you know, make it look as, well, not give them credits for this, just as I say, a nod in their direction to say, look, I have done this in such a way, but using a similar type of technique to somebody else, for their idea, click here, that kind of thing, you know, just be polite, you know, first and all that. I hope that's looking more like dragon scales. They're just blobs on a piece of plastic. But as I say, we'll find that out once I paint it. I'm not going to do the other one on camera. I just thought I'd do that one now to show you. I'm going to go off camera now, remix this. I'll mix this up a bit better, or a bit more rather, and then when I come back I'll show you what I've done with the arms, which actually they're here. All I've done is just sprayed them black. I've not done the backs of them because I can glue them on, and then once they're glued on I can go over with the brush and get a better finish on them if they're unpainted. So I'm going to carry on doing these scales, and when I come back I'll show you how I've how they both look together. But please let me know, should I cover these little grooves up with another scale, just to make it look as though it's like a solid piece, rather it doesn't look right to me. But mind you, saying that, there's pieces here that are just blended in together, which is what I don't want. I want gaps, slight gaps in between the individual scales. But I'm going to have to get a move on anyway. Get these done, and then I'm just going to scrape that one off. Because it's far too close to others, and it's just causing a bit of a mess there. So I'll cut that one off, spread that one down a bit more so it looks right, and then I'll get a little piece just to go on. Just that little edge. In fact, that whole piece can come off and be reapplied. That's better. I'm going to curve it over there. Our scale wouldn't do that, but there we have it. Right, I'm going to put that down to dry a bit now, and when I come back both sides will be done, and then I can show you what I'm doing with the arms. As I said, they're just sprayed black, as are the shoulder pads, so I can then paint them to match the Techmarine, and then I can glue them on. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit.